And there I am. And there's Angela. Oh, right. This is not going to work. I keep forgetting. I thought maybe I could use my microphone, but
why didn't you say hi?
Yeah. Okay. I haven't had a guest in forever, and I forget when I have a guest, I can't hear what you were saying when I use my microphone.
I was like, I didn't actually say hi. I just kind of mouthed it because I was trying to be quiet in case you were doing an intro or something.
Yeah, I could tell like it was like weird quiet. So I'm like, yeah, okay. So I am just gonna say hello to Karen. Thank you for dropping in. Baroque Cowgirl Homestead. I love that name.
Me too.
Thank you for coming. Howdy. I'm just gonna take a drink of my tea because it's chilly here. It's funny because we have been having the weirdest weather. We have had the mildest temperatures here. And my mother, who's in Florida, they are having like freezing temperatures in Florida. But we had a little bit of snow today, not anything like to make me happy. I'll tell you that. If we're going to have snow, I want snow. Come on. Christmas is less than a month away. Let's have some snow. And we're going to be like close to 50 degrees tomorrow.
You can come in if you want.
It's just so weird.
50? Wow. And snow. Yep. So yeah, all it's going to do is bring enough to make a mess for you.
Yep. The chicken pen's been an absolute mud pit, which I hate. And it's been just weird. Even Aiden's like, it's hard to feel like Christmas when, I'm still just wearing a hoodie. So, hello, Living by Faith Homestead. I had a feeling a lot of you would like the evening, the evening lives. Hello, Rebecca. Nice to see you. Hello, Tiffany from Canadian Family Life. I know evenings are a lot easier for some people. I know for me, evenings aren't always the easiest. I still have, a fairly young family, and, my husband still works. So we kind of like to have time in the evenings together. And quite frankly, I'm a morning person. I like by 8-9 o'clock, Lynn's pretty much done.
Well, all the people that are, that enjoy watching you can always rewatch, the replay is always there.
Yeah. And I do find quite a few people are rewatching. So I appreciate. So if any of you are watching this in the replay, thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, Kara, that's so nice to say. My two favorite channels together. It's an early Christmas present. Thank you so much. I think that's one of the things I have found that I was surprised, but I love about YouTube is just how like some of the emails and the comments I get are just like, woo, they can make, I'm a pretty emotional girl, so they can make me pretty emotional.
All the super sweet positive stuff is well worth it, even if you occasionally get a nasty troll.
Yep. Yeah. And I've gotten a few, but
it happens.
So I'm just waiting to give everybody, I like to give about 10 minutes when I start to give everybody a chance to get here. And then we can talk about the collab that's starting. Can you believe Friday?
No. And I'm supposed to do the first video and I haven't even filmed it yet because I can't seem to make a decision this year on what I'm going to do. And I'm like, I'm going to go back to my original thought.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
So
I think sometimes we get too caught. We overthink things too much.
Yeah. I think I definitely did with this one. I'm like, I've never done that before. I've always been the collaboration person where I'm like, I want to do this, I want to do that, and just go for it. But all of a sudden in this one, I had a real hiccup that I was like, oh, I need to do something really unique. It's, and I'm like, why? I mean, just something.
Yeah. And I will say that it's, hosting a collab it's a lot of work on top of having a channel yourself. And then you're juggling everybody else. I enjoy them, but I loved Stock It September because I left that as an open one.
It was so fun. I enjoyed participating and seeing what everybody else did.
Oh, and it was my I've done, I think that was my 4th collaboration I've hosted. I've lost track. But it was my most successful. And I'm like, and it was open. I didn't have to work as hard at that one.
The only thing about it though, is to try to make sure that you get everyone in the playlist. You feel really bad. Like if you miss somebody.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can only do what you can do.
Yeah, I made sure I tried to stay on it as quick as I could, and I left it open, but some people were still, I think you were one of them, were having a hard time adding yourself to the darn playlist.
Yeah.
And you weren't the
I
only
could
one.
not.
There were, yeah.
I don't know why. I think I'm learning that you have to have your video put unlisted to add it to a collab list and then
Oh,
post the
okay.
schedule. Because I know as a host, I have found that there's two different types of playlists that you make. You make one, you give the link to the people that are participating that are in it so they can add. And then there's a separate different link for the actual playlist for people to go to and find. And
Okay.
it's also very confusing. And I know that when you add to a playlist, as long as you have that first link, you have to be unlisted. Because I always
Oh,
just schedule mine out. Because
yeah.
there was a time where I was weeks ahead on videos and I was so proud of myself.
Yeah, me too.
And it
Yeah.
was back at stock in September because I think by week 1 or 2, I think I had all 4 ready.
Yeah. For
Not
me,
anymore.
and I always was way ahead because I had terrible internet until a few
Mhm.
months ago. Like, I mean, it could take me 3 days to upload a 10-minute video. Now that we have Starlink, which has been an answer to my prayers,
Oh,
I
good.
literally can film a video, edit it, and get it up all in the same day if I'm
Yeah.
industrious enough.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's
that
pretty
probably
cool.
came in handy this summer then because you were
Oh,
like, go, go, go every day.
and just at the end, I'll leave a little note. But tomorrow there's a special video coming out with a little bit of announcement
Ooh.
that kind of is similar to what I did this summer.
Well, I'm excited to
So
see.
I'm
I'll be
excited. I don't know if anyone
watching.
else will be, but I'm
Yeah.
excited. So yeah, it will be out tomorrow morning. It's a quick video, but it's just a little bit. I'll talk more about the end before we
Okay.
stream off tonight.
So
But
nobody leave.
yeah, nobody leave because there is going to be at the very end just a couple little things. And I also last night, just before I literally keep a pad of paper and pen by my bed because I have the type of brain that's a
Yes.
part of the problem when you have OCD and other things is your brain never stops. And I'll come up with ideas, and I came up with a collaboration I'm thinking about starting in February.
Oh,
So
fantastic.
I'm gonna fine tune it, and I definitely won't talk about it till way after the holidays are over. But this one's got me excited. I'm like, oh, so
Yay.
yeah,
Yay.
kind of help the doldrums too with winter and everything, right?
Yeah, February is kind of an in-between month, you know?
Yeah, and a lot of
Yeah.
people only do the pantry challenge that Three Rivers host for January. So there's
Mhm.
usually a little lull in February. So I'm hoping
She has I think she has extended it. Did she last year say that she was doing January and February? I don't know that everybody does it with
No,
her, but
I
I
don't. I
think
think
she
she
does.
always does January and February, but not everybody does.
I think she's a little more lax in February because birthdays and things come up.
Yes, yeah, she had, yeah. So we've got snow and ice this evening. Northumberland
Mm.
Acres aren't too far from where we are. It was storming when I left the dentist today. It had just started, and then it
I was
kind
gonna
of
ask you about that.
we were under this big winter storm warning, and then when we didn't get what they said we wanted.
Well, I
So
hope
yeah,
your dental appointment went okay.
um, hey Ram, thanks for dropping by. I will say, I talk about this in the video a little bit tomorrow. I broke a tooth Monday night. I think it's my 4th one. I've lost count. Chemotherapy has made my teeth very fragile. It's just the fact of life. And I broke it on something very soft. I wasn't even like enjoying like, hard candy or
Oh,
almonds or anything. And I hate the dentist to begin with, and it's not their fault. It's just I always feel bad because I usually leave there crying, and the dentist always
oh,
feels terrible. But it's not their fault. It's just I usually don't get a good report. Surprisingly, today's appointment was one of the best appointments I've had. They asked me to come in for a cleaning and an assessment because I was behind. I've been behind. So I should show her. So I went in for a cleaning, and she said it definitely broke, but they can fix it. No root canal, no drilling my tooth. So I'm gonna get it fixed. And there was a teeny tiny cavity on one of my canines that we're going to fix. And she said, other than that, it looked great. And I'm like, get out. I said, I think I'm going to cry just because I'm relieved. So the only bad thing is I can't get it fixed till the 13th of December. I told them I want to be on their cancellation list because I can pretty much like go. I'm pretty open. So the kids have wax that the orthodontist gives them for their braces. So I've been using that because it's sharp. It's sharp and uncomfortable. So I've been packing it with the wax and it's working. So
I'm glad you found a solution. I wouldn't have probably even thought of that.
Oh, I was just like, I'm like, you guys still have any of that wax around? And sure enough, they did. So yeah, I was been praying the last 2 nights that it would be an okay appointment and prayers were answered. And yeah, so I do have 2 crowns I have to finish because I'd started treatment on them and I will be finishing them up, one this month and then the second one next month. So that way my insurance will cover both.
Well, I mean, you got to work it in, right?
Yeah. So, and Mary Lynn is here. So, well, I see a lot of people. It's saying only 3 are watching, but we had a lot more than that a few minutes ago.
I haven't. I should open it up on my phone with all the volume completely down and see.
Yeah, it's only showing me 3, but we'll get chatting anyway because we're already 12 minutes in. Wow.
It doesn't take long. You and I, when you were on mine, we just could chitty chat, no problem at all.
Yeah. I don't see other adults all day.
I know.
So when
it's someone that you enjoy visiting with. Yeah. I only show 3 now and it was 5 earlier. So
yeah, I actually had 9 at one point, but I just want to say, see my new mug for Christmas? Is this not adorable?
It's cute. That is
like I need another mug. But I love mugs. So, and it says love grows in little houses.
Oh, I love that.
Just love that. So, all right. Well, for those of you who don't know, go ahead and introduce yourself. Say whatever you'd like to about yourself, your channel, and then we'll get into the news.
Okay. Well, my name is Angela, and I'm the Inquisitive Farmwife. I call myself that because you never know what new little thing that I'm going to want to investigate and learn about because I love learning new things. I love doing new projects. And so you just never really know what I'll be up to. And what I'm up to in December is a collaboration called Dipcember. A year ago, I came up with, I wanted to do, it's funny. I wanted to do a small collaboration before this big one that I did. So last year in February, I did what's called Freeze Dried February, and I actually got to give away a freeze dryer from Harvest Right.
Yeah, I tried.
Yeah. And so I was like, I need to come up with some sort of collaboration before that to get my feet wet. I shouldn't just jump in, and do this.
That was a big collaboration.
It was. And spoiler, there might be one this year. But anyway, yeah. So my husband, I'm like, help me come up with something in December. What can we do? People love going to parties and everybody loves dips for whether it's an appetizer or whether, it's on a side or, we've even done it as a meal. We'll make like the nacho cheese dip and serve it for supper or whatever. And so he said Dipcember. So I have to give credit to my husband on this one because dip and December and it all kind of fell into place. And so I just kind of put my feelers out there and I threw out to some people and I ended up having a lot of people join in. And so if you guys haven't already, before this one starts, you can go back and watch last year's playlist. There were, I don't even remember, maybe 50 or so.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think it was more than one a day some days, right?
Several days there ended up being more than one a day. Yeah. And we did on weekends and everything. And so this year I decided I would go the more low key. I'm still just, as a host, you kind of experiment with different ones. Yep. Back in August, I did an air fryer one that I opened. And so I had a few people posting and then I had left it open. It's fun to try new things. So this year it's a much smaller group. Because one of the things that happened last year, and I'm not seeing as many this year, but December, there were so many collaborations. Yes. And all of our faithful viewers and followers could not keep up with all the collaborations. Yeah. And many of them were having more than 2 in one day. And so everything was always positive, but the only constructive criticism that I got back was I had a hard time watching everyone's full videos. I
Yes.
could only
Yeah.
watch part of the video and try to move on because I had, maybe 3 or 4 others that
Yeah.
day that they were watching for other collaborations. So I took that into consideration. And this year I decided I'm only going to do it Monday through Friday.
Okay.
Give people that work during the week, give them the weekends to catch up on all these videos from the week. And
that's
only
great.
have
No,
one
that
a day.
is smart.
Yeah.
I might be thinking about that.
So I just, that's the route I went with this particular collaboration. Not saying that I'll always do it this way, but I'm still playing around and we'll just see how it goes. So anyone who was in it last year, who, didn't get the invite back, or anyone who thought that they wanted to be in it this year, and, no hard feelings. I just, I invited a few back that were from last year. I invited a few that hadn't been in it before, and I just kept it small. And it was just mostly because, like I said, of the constructive criticism that I had last year in a positive way, that it was just too overwhelming with all the other collabs. And and we're not here to compete with each other. We're here to all have fun.
Exactly.
And so there's lots of cookie ones and maybe some candy ones out there going on and stuff. And so that's why.
I know for me, as someone who's hosted collaborations and participated, I do find sometimes there's way too many. And
it gets to be overwhelming.
In a day, it gets way, and you want to watch them all because you want to support everybody.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm a mom. I have 2 kids, a husband. I have my own channel, so it's like there's only so much time you can. And trying to watch before I go to bed is a big no-no because I end up falling asleep. Well,
me too.
Watch hours.
You have to watch it over again. I mean, which I guess isn't bad for them, but
So I'm excited. I am participating again this year, and I've decided why not try a new recipe I haven't even tasted before, which I don't know if is crazy or a good idea.
All the time. I'm going to be transparent. The one that I'm doing, or the one I think I'll end up doing, I actually was hoping that, did you get involved with our sponsor? There was a link that you could have gone to, and our sponsor, Anderson Foods, the Frontier Soups, you could, if it's not too late, I'm sure they would still send you a package, and they'll send you all the dip mixes.
Oh, I didn't know. I read the email and I saw, that's the other thing. I mean, we might as well talk about now is Angela actually has a sponsor this year, which is really cool for Dipcember. If you want to talk about a little bit about them, and I'm going to go look at that email real quick.
So because it was a smaller group of people, they actually said that they really hoped to send a care package to each and every single one of the participants, so that they know what company they're advertising when they say our sponsor is. So they could say, this is our sponsor. They sent me this. I've actually tried it. Oh, the dog. Sorry. But I was really impressed with that because I said, now they won't probably all, put your dip on their video or anything, because obviously, there's several of us and we don't all want to do the same thing. And I said, everybody always, has the idea of their favorite dip they want to do. And they said, oh no, that's fine. We just want them to know who we are and what we're about.
Yeah, no, I mean, even if I actually think there might be something in one of theirs that I can use in the one I'm going to do. So I already have one email now. I apologize. I read everything, but I read it on my phone, and if I don't have my reading glasses, I'm reading like this. But I will definitely sign up for that because I have a little bit of time. My video is not until the 19th. So
and usually they're really fast, and they are here in the US. So for you, it might be a thing where the sooner the better, because it might take a little longer to get to Canada. And I'm sure
at the very least we can at least definitely say, they are sponsoring this, the collab, and it's exciting. I think that's so cool.
I'm super excited. I can't say 100% that they'll be able to ship it there, but they didn't tell me they couldn't ship outside the US. So I would definitely at least touch base with them and fill out the form. It was just a little form to fill out.
Yep, I see it right here, actually. Email address, shipping address. Oh, and my YouTube. Well, I will definitely do that when we're done talking.
And they are they're advertising us on all their social media. So I made this little intro video. If you guys haven't seen it,
I saw it.
part of that, the clip, I actually sent to them, and then they revamped it a little bit. So each one of our channels is actually going to be advertised on all their social media stuff. And they have a YouTube. Yeah. And they have a YouTube page that doesn't have a lot of videos on it, but they don't have one on their dips yet. And so she's going to try her best to get her production department to make one to have for the collaboration. So I'm super excited about that.
Oh, I'm so excited. I enjoyed it last year. I loved the recipes, and little known fact, my dip that I made, I actually, because I made so much of it, I froze it because it freezes beautifully, and I may or may not have just used some of it up.
So it lasts a year. Yeah, that is good to know.
So it actually froze really well. So yeah, I've been thinking about what are we going to do, because I'm going to be honest, most of the people in my family don't like dips. I'm pretty much the only one. There are a couple that David like. The kids, for the most part, they like a fruit dip I make. But savories, they're not too big on it. So I'm like, what am I going to make? And Pioneer Woman to the rescue. I got her new magazine.
Fun.
And the picture of it looks amazing. And I'm like, this is something I would eat, and I wouldn't even care if the rest of the family doesn't like it.
There you go. There you go.
So yeah, so I'm excited to try it. But I just love how I'm going to try something like without knowing what it tastes like on a collab.
I do that on my page, and everybody is fine with it. You know, I'm like, I'll be transparent and say, this is a new recipe we're going to try together.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm like looking really forward to it. It goes along really well with what else I'm doing this month. That's going to be
many things are intertwined here.
Yes, I'm participating in Vlogmas this year, which I didn't even know what they were until halfway through December last year.
I kind of forgot about that.
Yeah, and I've been working literally since the 1st of November on what I'm going to be doing and getting organized, and of course then I went and broke a tooth. So I'm hoping it's still, my plans are still going to go, but there'll be a video coming out tomorrow morning at 9. I'll be talking about all of it. And the first special thing I'm doing the first 12 days of it. And I'm really excited to do it. It was a lot of work in August when I pretty much uploaded daily in August. There was a couple of days we missed.
You were a rock star. You were.
It paid off. I mean, my subscriber, they doubled. It doubled from that. And I enjoyed it. And I really liked the, basically chatting with the subscribers every day.
Yes, I enjoyed that really too. Nice. I felt like I was in the kitchen with you. I was on this journey with you.
Yeah, I liked that. I liked how, pretty much every day talking to people. That was nice, but it was exhausting. By the time August was done, I was like, whew.
Well, and people don't always realize that sometimes you just get in the kitchen and you want to get stuff done, and it takes extra effort to film. Even though you're doing a vlog and you're filming with someone right there, it's like, oh, great. You know, all you can see was, the corner of my hat, so you have to take time to do a few things at least with angles. And it gets to the point where I start thinking, gosh, that would have made a good video, but it also would have taken me 2 hours instead of a half hour. Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes it's like, I just want to be in my pajamas and get it done.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes I don't want to be completely dressed and all done up. If I'm just going to be doing it,
my hair is everywhere. And yeah, I just want to,
there may or may not be a bra.
Yeah, I know. Yes. Yep.
But now I'm totally thinking about no bra. I can't believe I just said that. But anyway.
Well, I've had that conversation on my live with when I was doing lives weekly with people, and they're the same thing, and that particular subject was brought up too.
Yeah, sometimes it's just, if you don't always see me in the beginning, it might be because I'm still in my pajamas.
Yeah, jazz hands. Yeah, see behind the scenes.
I will say, I am grateful. I have a 16-year-old who he's taken tech classes and stuff, because Aiden has been my rock helping me edit, because I have learned more about editing software than I ever wanted to learn.
I can tell you, I have noticed since August, and maybe it was before this and I just didn't notice, you have been changing things a little bit on your channel, like the intro with the music and all this. I've been seeing some changes. Yeah.
It's something I wanted to do. And I finally said, I'm going to take some time. And I did over the summer. I took time to learn how to do it. I'm still learning.
We're always learning,
but I'm like, why can't they just make it easier? Like, why does it have to be like this and this?
Why are we so much in this position where it's so difficult for us when, someone, I lost you for a second. I think I can bring it. There we go. My daughter was FaceTiming me and my screen just went, and I'm like, oh no.
Favorite of my day is no bra.
I love it.
You're talking real life. Yeah, that's what you're going to get here. Because people always say that and I laugh and I'm like, I don't know any other way to be.
Yeah.
Like, this is me.
Yeah, that's what I figure too. I am who I am, and you like me for me, or you move on.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's why you and I get along, because it's just, it's who we are. And
everyday people. Yep.
So it's been a learning curve, definitely it's just crazy. And like I said, you have to pay for every darn thing. Like, I'm like, I wanted to do a couple of different things, and I'm like, but I had to pay either a yearly fee or even the monthly fee. And I'm like, but this is like, really?
So I was going to start doing podcasting. I have my podcast on YouTube. You can do it on YouTube with no extra fees as a creator. Okay. Oh. So I had that going, but I got the upgrade on StreamYard so that I could record it and have podcasts to share elsewhere, because then you can edit it down to the time. Every turn I took was a new subscription and a new fee I had to pay. And I'm like, no.
Yep.
I'm done.
I mean, I already pay. I have Canva Pro, which I love. I do love the Canva. I use it for other things. I use it in my other businesses, ventures that I do. Yeah. And then I recently started getting, I know. Actually, again, my son is the one who let me know about Canva Pro, but I pretty much have had that since the beginning, because he's like, Mom, it's really worth it, because I learned it in school. And I'm like, I love this.
And it's cut and paste. Like, they have templates there where you can just take your picture and put in where theirs was.
Yeah.
And move things around the way you like it.
Yeah, if I don't like the font, but I like the setup, I can change it all and put my personality. And it's just, there's so many things to choose from, and you can upload your own things, and I like it. And then I recently started getting a subscription to Epidemic Sound. I didn't do that forever. And then I'm like, okay, I'm really getting tired of the same songs I'm using. So I have that. And then there's a couple other things.
Okay. So you cut out there for a little bit. So I'm going to ask you to back up a little bit so I can understand. Before you said songs.
Oh, Epidemic. I have a subscription to Epidemic Sound now, because I got tired of using the same 3 or 4 songs.
See, that's where I'm at. I've been doing this for a couple of years now. And so I'm like, I use iMovie. And there is very little, like, you can't get anything. I mean, most everything's under 2 minutes. And so I'm like, I would like to have other music, but you can't, or you'll get dinged.
Yep.
And so Epidemic. Okay.
Now, and if you don't want to pay for that, YouTube does have, because I was using them, they do have quite a few that are free on their YouTube. I'll send you the link for it after. Okay. I can't think of it. And then there are some that they're free, but all they ask is that you put the copyright somewhere in your description when you're writing out your description that the song is. And it usually
all through YouTube.
Yeah. And it usually comes up on your own. Like, I didn't even have to add it. I'd go check, and there it would be music by, and I'm like, oh, it already did it for me. So, because it was YouTube. So that's good. But I am loving that in. I do like the Epidemic Sound. I find it worth every dollar I'm spending on it. So
okay, I can check that out. I just don't know how to add music other than what's in already iMovie. I don't know how. I mean, I'm sure there's a simple way. I just need to teach myself.
You see, and I don't use iPhone. I don't do iMovie. My kids do it. Like that's what they have. They have iPhones. I don't. I got an early Christmas gift because of Black Friday. This is my new video recording.
See, I wanted to get a camera, but I'm like, these iPhones are so expensive and they do a pretty good job that I just can't bring myself to do it. So what made you decide that one?
I'll tell you a sec. My phone does a great job because I did pick a phone that had a great rating for a camera. But at the same time, this is our house phone. And it's our, you know what I mean? And it was very difficult. I am the research queen. I research everything. And I did a lot of research before I got this. This is the #1 rated budget camera. It's much cheaper. Like, I mean, there's one I'd love to have, but I don't have $2,000 to spend.
Oh gosh, me either. No.
Yeah. So this went on I've been saving forever. And I've had it in my cart on Amazon for almost a year and a half now. And I've been waiting.
Me with the wireless lapel system.
Yep. It went on sale for Black Friday. Yay. And I had the money saved, and that's what I've been waiting for. But what is amazing is it went on sale Black Friday. I got this. I got a charger and 2 extra batteries and a wide angle lens. All of that for cheaper than what the camera was by itself.
Wow. Well, which one is it? Is it a Sony or?
It's a Sony ZV-1.
Okay. Because I saw a Sony on sale. And I almost got it because I thought it might be nice to have 2 angles too.
That's the other thing
where I like to go down, you know, so that people can see my hands working. Because you don't need to look at my face the whole time I'm doing stuff. I always try to do my intro where you see me. But, you know, it would be nice to have even a couple angles to play with. But I can't see myself to pull the trigger yet.
Yeah, that's why I when I'm doing my crafting videos, I've been trying to have it so you can see what I'm doing.
It's nice
and stuff. And so if I do have to, I have another camera essentially for a backup, you know, for another angle. But
so I mean, literally move stuff around every single time.
Yeah, it's been in my cart forever. I saw it and I called Dave and he's like, "Oh, get it, go for it." And I'm like,
so happy for you.
I am so happy. And so my video I actually have out tomorrow morning. I recorded on it.
Oh, I can't wait to see the new hair quality now. Yeah.
So what I love is because some of them, even the more expensive ones, you can't see yourself when you're recording.
Oh, I'm sold. That now my husband splurged and surprised and got a Hero something or other. What are those things called, honey, that you got?
Oh, a GoPro?
Yes.
Yep.
And he got the one so I could see myself.
Yep.
It's really tiny though. But I
looked at them too, and I will say they're recommended for a lot, and a lot of YouTubers use it.
Yes.
A lot of YouTubers use this too, and I actually watched several videos of people recording their recommendation, and they were using this camera, and then they would have a second one to show you all the stuff, and that's what sold me. When I saw that, I'm like,
I'm gonna have to look that up.
A friend of mine, this is what he uses too for his recording. So I'm like, okay. And it literally fits in my pocket. It's smaller than my phone.
Oh, wow. Wow. See, now I want that to be able to, because see, that's the thing about my iPhone. This camera is an awesome camera.
Yep.
But I don't trust it because on my older iPhone that I was using before I upgraded, oh shoot, I'm watching a video. I would record and then I would flip it around and it would not have recorded. And so I would have missed all of that. So the good camera, if I was recording you right now or us, I wouldn't know whether it's recording. So I have to flip it this way to see myself. I don't trust it. So I'm not even using the good camera of what this phone can do. I wish that they could either flip it or have a light on or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, and then my phone just did an update and they switched the whole way the camera thing works. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Good thing you got that now. My dog is so jealous. She's wanting me to pet her.
Oh,
So
it's a little candy
if you
here.
have a second, I would love for you to send me that link sometime. Just email me so I can
For
check out
the,
the camera.
yeah, I absolutely will. Let me
Yeah.
just see. I'm just curious if it's still on sale.
Because my husband's like, no. And then I'm like, so I was going to get the microphone set because I've had it in my cart for over a year. Because I was like, what is it? In the summer, the Amazon does Prime Days or something.
Yes.
It didn't go on sale then. And so then I thought I'm going to do Black Friday. It didn't go on sale then or Cyber Monday. I ended up buying myself another little gadget because I'm a kitchen gadget.
I know, me too.
Horrible person.
I know.
And so I got myself a new piece to my Vitamix. And so there went that money. So I'm like, yes, I'm not getting it yet.
This was my Amazon Prime Day treat.
So is that a lapel?
Yeah, it's a lapel, and it was less than 40 something Canadian.
Nice.
I was waiting, and when I saw it on Amazon Prime Days, but my camera did not go. My camera did go on Amazon Prime, but I'm like, I don't have all the money saved yet. And I said, could it be better at Christmas? I'm going to wait. And I'm so glad I did, because I was able to get so much more for less. Like that, I was like, you would have thought I won the lottery here on Black Friday when I saw that up on my Amazon. I was so excited.
I'm probably going to put that camera in my cart and hang on for Prime Day or something. You know, that's probably what I'll end up doing.
Yeah, that's what I did. And they'll let you know, because, we have we call her Susan, so she won't go off when we don't want her to. So Susan will let you know something in your cart is at a lower price.
Yes.
Isn't that lovely that she does that?
Yes, I have had that happen before. Or you get the email, the price went up or the price went down.
Yeah. So when I went on and I'm like, and I can get the wide angle was on, the 2 batteries plus the charger. I'm like, really? So I'll show you the batteries. Now,
so do you like the lapel?
The one thing
because I was researching different ones, and Rode was always what I had heard to get, but I'm actually looking at a different company.
Mine is called Hollyland.
Okay.
And I went to the one that Living Traditions was using. Mm-hmm. Like I clicked on the one, I went to look up what they use, and I clicked on it.
I think they use the Rode.
And it wasn't available to Canada. Like I could go on Amazon.com and pay and have it, but I couldn't. So this one came up as a separate option, and it was half the price of the one that they're using. So, and I've had a lot of people say, "What are you using for a microphone? Your sound sounds amazing."
Wow, good to know.
And you charge them. I find it depends on how long a video and how many videos I'm doing, but I find I only have to charge it really, really charge them good, maybe twice a week. So that's not too bad. And, one part goes in my camera or your phone, the other part right here, and you're good to go. So.
And it works with both, because that's the thing that I was reading, and I was trying to figure out that
it comes with all kinds of, it came with this one. And it came with a couple other hookups, like, if it doesn't, so it will fit with whatever you're using. But I do want to get, like, I think you were starting to talk about like a microphone for like a podcast would use.
I have this, and it was a lot of money. I've been very happy with it's a Shure is the brand. And see, I can put you can either have this in or not. Get in screen here. What I do is I put my phone in here, and I do a lot of recording, because when I'm close, it works really, really nice. The problem is if I'm in my kitchen counter and I walk over to my stove and I don't take this with me, you can't hear. That's why I want a lapel. I spent a lot of money on this. I mean, it was several $100s if I remember right. It was at least $150, maybe $250. I don't remember. But it was perfect.
Take it outside. Because that's where I really need it.
The little hairy ball on it.
It came with it.
Windsock. It's got a windsock.
I have it here.
Bras and hairy balls.
But yeah, it comes with it because it helps with the wind. And I found
Yes.
my summer videos after this came, because I got this Amazon Prime, which was halfway in July. I noticed the wind. You couldn't hear the wind in my videos anymore. That's what I liked, or the traffic. So I will say it picks up the dogs terribly. Like if they're across the, I'm like, great, there they go. But I'm starting to do a lot more. Hold on a second. Here we go. $5.90. I'm starting to do more talking like over, like I might record something and then I want to come in because I'm showing something I did earlier. And I'm finding even using this, it still sounds like, I think you can tell I'm recording over. Like I want it to sound like it's part of the video more.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. It's hard to get that to incorporate because for whatever reason, sometimes even the volume is different. So then you have to play with the volume. Because I know when I do voiceovers, it's you can just tell. But maybe we're more judgmental than we should be.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I watch other people who I know are doing like the voiceovers, and you would never know.
Right?
And I'm like, how do they do that? Well, they have the big fat sportsman. I always call them the sportscaster.
It's the same company. This Shure. A lot of people have those.
Okay,
they're really good.
So as long as I want to just keep it at my my editing where I'm editing, it will work. Okay.
And when I use this to edit, it's really good. But honestly, I'm usually sitting in my chair first thing in the morning. And so I just take my laptop and bring it up to my face. And I do it that way.
I mean, I can use just my internal mic on my laptop, which is okay. But again, to me, I can tell that doesn't sound like it was part of the video. Like I want it to sound the same quality as the live video. So yeah. But just gonna take some time because I got that. So now it's gonna be a while. So, but I want to research and make sure I get the right one before I pull the trigger. Like I said,
well, back to the GoPro. I've heard that GoPros are better for outside videos than inside videos. So I've never used it inside. I suppose I should just give it a try.
I know people who do use them inside, and their videos seem pretty good. So I think the thing is they're good for inside, but they're great for outside.
Yeah,
I think that's the So, but yeah, I do. But
they want you to link your camera in one of your videos. Okay.
Yep,
everybody wants one now.
I have time. I will link it in tomorrow morning's video because that video is actually my first video I recorded on my new camera. So I'll go in real quick and
you should link it because if anyone wants it, they could use your link to Amazon if you're an associate.
I am, but not that you would know. I just got
I'm terrible. I have the same link.
I don't know, my 12th or 13th email saying you did not make, the Amazon things were paid today. You did not make any money. Like, oh, thank you. Thank you for making me feel so good.
Yeah. I don't either. I've made maybe $3 in all these years. And it's like, well, I don't take the time to link each single thing for each single video. My description box is usually the same. These are the top things that I love. If you use my link, you can still support me. So I always just hope that people will just click on one of those things and then go look for what they want. But
and I'm honest when I say if it's not something I believe in, I will not share it with you. I used to work at a department store, and the manager loved me because if somebody was coming through, I'd say, "Oh, I got this. This is awesome," and he loved that. And he had me start doing little Lynn's picks and stuff because
very cool.
If it wasn't, I'd tell them, I'm like, this wasn't so great. If you're using it for this, and it probably wasn't the best thing because I probably would have gotten in trouble, but especially because we had a lot of older people going, I didn't want to see them wasting their money on something. But I have been doing the QR codes, and I'm going to do that for a while to see what the feedback is. Because I will say, I don't find a lot of people go down to the description box.
No, they're not using it very much. But I have mixed emotions about the whole QR code thing because if I'm on my phone watching it, how do I scan the code? I don't know how that works.
You have to take a picture of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just found that out because I'm thinking a lot of people are like me. I watch 99% of my YouTube on TV.
Oh, see, I don't. Mine is not. I hardly ever do the TV.
Isn't that fun? Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and my friend Tanya mentioned that. She goes, Lynn, a lot of people watch it on their phone. I do. And I'm like, I didn't
Yeah.
even think of that.
Yeah.
So she said, so she tried it. She said, if you take a picture, like if you take a screenshot or whatever of the QR code, it will take, and she said, then you
It'll
can put
take
it
you
in
there.
your,
I'm
yeah. And
totally
then,
gonna try that. I'm gonna go get one
yeah,
of your videos because I saw you put it up recently,
yeah.
and I'll try that. I've also heard that QR codes is a place where hackers can get in. And
Uh-oh.
so I'm like, I don't really want hacked.
Oh no,
So
gosh, I hope not. Not
fair
after what
warning,
happened
since
to
you've
me
been there,
last
done
year.
that. I heard
I
that
see.
from a very good friend that
Okay,
that
great.
is the new way hackers are getting to people.
Oh, that's
So
lovely.
I've just been hesitant.
I got the idea because several people I watch have been doing it. And I'm like, and I hold up my phone so I can go to their link to get their like free printables. It's a crafter. It's
Yeah.
usually the
Yeah.
crafters. And I loved it. And I thought maybe I should try that because it's just I put it in the description and then people will comment, Lynn, where can I find that? And I'm like,
it's the new thing and we need to be hip and with it. But you
Yeah.
know. So when people hit your QR code, where does it take them? Do you have
It takes them to the Amazon link.
website? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it takes them to the, yeah. Or if it's
To
a
the Amazon.
recipe, it's something I've written up and just copied it and pasted it onto the QR code, and it will come up the recipe for the cookies
Oh,
or
okay.
whatever. Yeah, just so it automatically takes them to that. So
and maybe it's more for people who like blog and stuff that maybe it gets in and gets your list of people or something. I don't even know.
Yeah, I just find like the description box wasn't working for me, so I thought I'll try this, see if people like it, and then I got to thinking, well, not everyone's like you, Lynn, but I watch it on TV. I sit in the evenings with my crochet and I watch YouTube while I'm working on whatever I'm working on. So
and see, my family, we don't all watch the same one, so I've usually got my headset on, and if I'm cooking or doing dishes or something, I just listen to it on my phone. I just listen to all my friends, and then occasionally look down.
That's another reason, like when I'm recording a video, especially if there's a part where I know you're not going to be hearing it, I would like to watch something while I'm waiting for something, but I can't because I'm using my phone to record what I'm doing. So I'd love to have that set up out in my kitchen again so I can watch something.
You're like this new recipe you're going to try. You could have it on your phone and then your camera, you could be recording.
Exactly. So I mean, there's been a whole bunch of reasons why I wanted to do it. So I just want my phone to go back to being a phone again kind of thing. But Bev, to me, it wasn't the time or patience, and you need a lot. I was scared. I was scared to death to start. I mean, if you could have seen how hard I was shaking in my first video. And my son finally said, Mom, just do it. He's like, you've had cancer, Mom, and all that, and you're scared to go on YouTube. So when he put it that way, I felt pretty silly. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I finally did it. But I did the video. And I posted it November 26th, I think, was my 2-year anniversary of my channel. So just a couple days ago. But I had made the video
mine was in November.
Yeah.
You and I are way too much alike. It's unreal. Unreal.
So yeah. So apparently if you screenshot the QR code and then put it into whatever you read your QR codes with. I don't have an app. I just literally have to put it on my camera. I can't
wait to try that.
Yeah.
It's like 10 till 7 here. So I can only stay on till about that long because my husband's actually having it's guys' night. So Wednesday nights usually was when I would do my lives, but they're doing it in the house today.
Okay.
And
so, no problem.
It could get loud. So at some point I'll have to walk away, but I am going to try that. That's really cool. I'm going to screenshot.
I just want to share real quick too. The hashtag that we're going to be using is #Dipcember. Is it 23?
And it's just Dipcember this time.
Okay.
Because somewhere I had heard that is the best way to do it. And then the playlist that I put out will actually say the year.
Okay.
So somewhere along the way, I had heard that, if this is something I'm going to do annually, which I think I will. It's special to me. It's the first one. Everybody loves dips. Who doesn't love dips, right? And it's a good idea this time of year because seems like from Thanksgiving to New Year's, there's just so many celebrations. And then, you've got football season and I don't know. I just think it's something I'll probably continue.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I know that there's at least 2 that I'll be doing annually. I'll be doing them. So
When they're fun, then yeah.
Jean says, I watched the Dipcember. Yay!
Yeah, it is. It was a fun one last year. It was really good. And I'm excited for all the people that are involved this year. I think I can trust everybody's going to put their video up. So it's going to be just real low key. And we have a bunch of great prizes. Not only we have our sponsor, but we have myself along with I think 3 other of the participants are donating stuff. So
yes,
there's gonna be lots of goodies.
You all need to watch all the videos and comment so you can be entered to win one of the wonderful prizes. I was going to donate, but I never know what to donate.
I know it's
to
hard.
These things, and I'm going to be honest. Shipping for me is insanity.
Well, and see, the thing is, we've got some who can only do in the U.S., and so I mean, you could always just say, I'm not asking you to do it or telling you to do it. But if your heart wanted to do that, you could always say, these are for my Canadian people only, just like we say the U.S. only. You know, I mean,
but I will tell you,
an
this is what's so ridiculous. It's cheaper for me to mail something to the United States than to mail something within Canada. Yep.
No.
Yep.
I had no idea.
A lady who wanted to order. So I've been making these elves the last couple of years where I personalize them and I put the year on them.
Yeah, fun.
I had a lady order 2 last year and they weigh nothing. I mean, I'm telling you, they weigh nothing. There's nothing to them. She ordered 2. She wanted them mailed to Petawawa, which is at most 4-hour drive from us. It's not far. We've been there. It's not far. It was going to cost $26 to mail these 2 little elves that cost $5 each for her. Yet I could mail them. I mailed 3 to Florida for like $8.
That's crazy. I guess that's why so many people are giving gift cards now, because who can afford the shipping? I mean, last year that happened to me when I was doing Dipcember was pretty okay, but when I did freeze dried February and I was given a bunch of freeze dried candy every week, it cost more to ship it, and this was within the U.S. I can't even imagine outside of U.S. than the candy was worth. Like if I were to just sell the candy or whatever. Yeah,
I don't know how small businesses are doing it.
Well, they have to pass it on to the customer. They just have to say you pay shipping. Yeah, but it's crazy. I can't, because I've heard that a lot of people have quit doing to Canada because of what do they call that? Isn't there like a tax that you have to pay? Because I have a friend who was going to ship something to someone, and she said duties. And she said it was gonna cost me $50 some to ship it, but they were gonna have to pay almost $100 just to get it. You know, I got it to Canada, but for them to pick it up, they had to pay an exorbitant amount of money.
I get things from my mother a lot. You know, she'll mail something and we don't pay. Now, that being said, they sent Grace last year for her birthday a new pair of headphones because she'd worn out the ones I had bought her 3 years for her birthday before. But because Mom had put a magnet in it, so when it went through customs, it beat. So they had to open it. So because they had to open it and repackage it, they charged me $16 customs fee for opening and repackaging it. I had to pay for that. My mother was so mad. She's like, I never would have put the magnet in. So you don't always pay duty. I think it depends on if it's somebody sending you something, you shouldn't have to pay duty. If you're buying something, sometimes, yes, you'll have to pay duty.
She was just giving it to them, but it might have not been Canada. It might have been somewhere else.
Yeah.
But I know that
it's gotten, it's so like, I don't even do Christmas cards anymore. Because the last time I did it it's been a long time. It was like 10 years ago. And granted, I have a lot of American family. And it was like 26 cards. And it was like $48 or something. And I'm like, that's the last time I will do that. And I can only imagine. So now it's just my in-laws and my mother and father. And that's because we put all the pictures and stuff in of the kids. But that's why I don't want to feel like I'm hawking Amazon here, but that's why I love having Prime, because my Prime is good for Canada and the States. And I just shipped my parents' presents today. I don't have to pay anything. It shows up and I put my nephew's name on it because he lives with them. So I said, Tyler, make sure it's coming in your name so Nanny and Papa won't open it. And he's like,
Oh,
perfect.
fun. Yeah, perfect.
So I'm grateful for that.
Yeah.
My
Oh,
grandkids asked for cash, so I gave them cash. And my 16-year-old grandson said, Grandma, I want gifts because you watch for deals, and I get more when I get a gift.
that's hilarious. That's the best.
That's too funny. Yeah. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I shop early, because I do shop for the deals, and I also don't like to be around in the stores. Of course, I wasn't in the stores a lot. I probably did more online shopping this year for Christmas than I've ever done.
Well, with Amazon, it is just so nice because you can just ship it directly to people and
Yep.
it's done.
It's done.
Yeah.
And let's face it, a lot of times it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Not all the time. Sometimes it is cheaper
Yeah.
some other places, but I mean, I'm sitting in the morning, still in my pajamas, sipping my morning tea.
Yep.
It's also too convenient.
It is a little bit of a problem in that department.
I think my delivery man knows me by my name and everything now because he's been here a lot.
Yeah.
And there's more coming.
Oh, yeah.
I did
we
Black
do the
Friday,
monthly order. I have UPS, USPS, FedEx. They're all coming and going. It's like,
yeah. And then everybody else in the house has their own accounts now too. So I always have to look at the sticker and make sure it doesn't say David or Grace or
daughter.
I opened one automatically thinking it was mine, and it was something David ordered for me.
Yep, I've done that before too. My daughter got 2 packages today, and I was like, what's this? I don't remember ordering this. Oh, not mine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Christmas cards. And it's the same shit because it is fun to get the Christmas cards, but it's just like my mother even said, she goes, don't you dare send us anything for Christmas with shipping. I said, Mom, I'll do it through Amazon States. And then I don't got to pay. She goes, oh, you don't pay? I'm like, nope, I don't pay. Well, I pay.
Yeah.
I pay my yearly Prime, but she's like, oh, okay. So yeah, they're showing up. We're supposed to show up today and a couple things next week. So they're done. I don't have to worry about it. And
well, it's just so convenient because even just regular stuff, you're going to spend gas money to get places, and then it shows up at your door and you didn't have to go through lugging it around. I do feel sorry for the delivery people. Though.
I know. Grace
Some days are pretty bad.
She goes, Mom, do they get paid extra this time of year? I'm like, no. I said, they'll get extra hours. So I guess they kind of get paid more. She goes, she goes, that's crazy. I said, I said, they're definitely, And I will say ours have been great. Even if it's small, they've been bringing it right to the door and ringing my doorbell. They haven't been putting it in the mailbox, which they could do because it's small enough. Nope, they're putting it right. So I appreciate that. So I'm hoping in the next week or so to catch them on my last. Well, I'm hoping I'm done. I am done. So I'm hoping next week, my last delivery, I can have a couple little treats for them and just thank them because they haven't come a lot.
I try to do that every once in a while, but my mailman doesn't usually take it. He's like, no, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, but like every once in a while, like, how you doing on eggs? Do you need eggs? Just whatever.
Yeah. I know that my family for Christmas every year, the 4 of us, we always try to pick something that we want to give back to for Christmas. Mm-hmm. And a couple of years we did the SPCA where we went and seen what they needed. And one year they needed a lot of canned cat food. So we went and bought several cases. We decided as a family how much we're all going to put in and do it. So the last couple of years, the Nurses Association here has been doing senior trees where a senior puts down something they would like to have because a lot of them have no family, none. Aww, and they have nothing on Christmas. And they've been doing this a few years now. And Angela, they're such simple ask. One lady will ask for hat and mittens. Another person asks for a $5 gift card to Tim Hortons, which is our Dunkin' Donuts. Another person, one lady, crossword puzzles. Like they don't ask for a lot. And she put the tree up last week, 2 trees. They're totally empty. We didn't even get a chance to get down this year, which I'm glad.
That means people
follows through. Everyone that took tags, I hope they follow through. So we're like, what are we going to do this year? Well, it just so happened that on my Facebook, one of the church thrift stores that we shop at, they put out a call that the women's shelter for women who have finally got the courage to leave danger. The good news is they've had a lot of women who have left. The bad news is they've had a lot of women who've had to leave with their children, some of them, and they've got nothing. So they need shampoos, conditioners, deodorants. So Grace and I are going out tomorrow. We've decided that's going to be our cause this year. And we're going to go just buy as much as we can with the money we have. They need like even simple things as like barrettes and hair clips. And so we're just going to, and toothpaste, we're just going to go buy all we can with the money we have.
Yeah.
I am going to go to the dollar store because
I was going to say, go to the Dollar Tree. You can get toothbrushes and deodorants and
it is brand name.
It's
it's not off-brand stuff. It'll be brand name, so that way we can get tons.
I lost your sound completely.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Oh, you're back.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yep.
Maryland, I didn't even think of that. I might call them and ask them if that's something because they didn't put it in there. Well, they said accessories, so I don't know what they meant by that. If this is what they meant. Yeah. But because a lot of people forget that, how expensive that can be. So, and Grace loved the idea. She goes, Mom, I think that's great. Let's do that. So that's our, so that's what we're doing here. And
if you go to the Dollar Tree, you're supporting Aiden and his work.
And, and it just breaks my heart that so many have had to leave, but my hat's off to them that they finally got the courage to leave. So, so that's what they need it. They need clothes too. And I'm so mad because I donated like 5 boxes or more of clothes over the last couple of months the good news is a couple of the thrift stores we donated to, they actually will let them come in and have like a shopping day where they don't pay for anything and stuff. So they might still get our clothes that I donated. So.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of a double help that way. Cause I mean, even if you just donated it to that thrift store, they're probably going to make money off of it to be able to continue to offer that. So,
So, well, we've been on an hour. So I'm going to say right now, I've been teasing and I kind of said it. Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., I have a new video coming out. It's an announcement. I'm excited for it. I don't know if anyone else is, but I am. I've decided I'm going to participate in Vlogmas this year. And that is a challenge that I don't even know who started or when it started because I am late to the game with Vlogmas. And it's a challenge to upload a video every single day the month of December. And I'm only having one exception. I am not uploading Christmas Day. I won't. That's my personal thing. I just not gonna. Yep. But I'll upload every other day than that, God willing. I did break a tooth Monday night. I have a couple of big appointments coming up on the 13th and the 14th of December. I don't react well to dentistry since chemo. I don't. Novocaine is not my friend.
Oh, no.
Usually end up having to give me a different kind of numbing because Novocaine does nothing for me anymore. I don't know what kind of swelling I might have. As long as I'm feeling good, I will videotape. I may not look great. But as long as I'm not like crazy off of pain or anything. Yeah. But I'm going to do my best. And I'm going to, I don't know if I should tell you what's in the video tomorrow or if I should make you all watch the video.
Oh, keep the suspense up.
Yeah. So you're going to find out. I do have something special planned for the first 12 days. So that's all I'll say. I'm really excited. It paid off big for me in August and I loved it. As hard a work it was, I loved having that interaction with everybody every day. I loved it. It was a lot of fun. My family was very understanding. They're being very understanding for me about this because they know it's important to me. So, I am really looking forward to doing it. We'll see how it goes. I've never done it. Even in August, I did miss, I think, 5 days because we went away for 2. And David and I went away for our anniversary for 2. And then, of course, getting back and everything. So I think I missed 5 days. This time I'm only planning on missing 1. But then again, that is saying, man plans, God laughs. So we'll see what happens. And then I literally had just got done editing my video, uploaded it, and I broke my tooth. And I'm like, are you kidding? Or I started uploading it and then I had some problems because at
least you got it made, right?
I did get it made. So it's up. So that's out tomorrow at 9 a.m. I am going to do my best to try to post them at the same time every day. It's probably going to be evening because I'm going to need time to film what I'm doing, editing, get it uploaded. So it's probably going to be in the evenings. I probably won't do mornings, unless I can get a couple ahead filmed and get them up. But I'm going to try my best to try and do around the 6, 7 o'clock my time every night. I may be a little crazy at the end of this, but hey, no risk, no reward. So all of you look for that video tomorrow morning at 9 Eastern. And it has a little bit more in there about it. And it was filmed on my new filming equipment. So
exciting.
It was the first time, and you would not believe how many times it took me, because the first time no sound came out, so I had to go and figure, what the heck did I do? I recorded all that and nothing recorded for sound.
That's why I'm scared to get anything new. I'm trying to figure out how to learn to do it. Yeah.
And that's everything. And starting December 1st is Dipcember.
Yep.
Monday through Friday. Is it one video a day?
One video a day, Monday through Friday. Yep.
My video is December 19th, which is great for Vlogmas because you gave me a day in December. That is covered. And I just want to make a quick shout out because I wanted to have Ashley on to talk about her collab that she's been doing since mid-November, the Ultimate Cookie collab. But she broke her camera that faces, so she couldn't be on a live. So she was supposed to be on live with me to start to help talk about that. That's still going. My next video for that is December 15th. I'm doing a hot cocoa cookie, which is one of our new favorites here.
Sounds good. Yeah,
it is. And that's also having a contest, and you need to comment on all the videos for that. So
did you say Daz?
Pardon?
Did you say Daz is having a contest, or did I misunderstand what you said?
No, sorry, it's my accent. That is also
I'm trying to mute. I've got things going on too.
Yeah.
So it's me.
Ashley is also having a contest, and she's going to use the random comment picker to pick the winner. So you need to comment on all the videos, and there's been some amazing cookies. Angela's also part of that collab. So go check that out.
Mine went out on the 27th, I think.
Yep. Okay. So, and Angela's also having a contest with her collab for Dipcember, and we're also having it sponsored this year by Anderson
Foods Frontier Soups.
Okay.
It's Anderson Food is the name of the company, but Frontier Soups is what they're really known for. But they do make some dips and baking mixes. And I said, well, would you be interested? And they were like, yeah.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Okay. So busy month, but what, better time than Christmas. It's my all-time favorite time of the year. And I think this is a great way to spread Christmas cheer, and watching our videos is a great way to help, help us, and it costs you all nothing, and you get great entertainment.
Yes.
So, okay. Thank you so much, Angela, for coming on. I'm really looking forward to Dipcember. I can't wait to make my dip. I can't wait to see all the great dips. There were so many last year. If you have a little bit of time before Friday to go back and watch last year's playlist of all the amazing dips. I was in that last year too.
Yes.
I can't wait to see all you guys
comment. Everybody. We have the guest brought an amazing dip. This is the one that we make and we will eat as a meal.
There you go. That's perfect timing. Someone brought a dip. Yeah. So absolutely I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a great month. You all have a great night, and make sure you watch tomorrow's video, and you'll see me a lot over the next few weeks.
Yay. This will be fun.
And I just want to let you know too, if I do go live, which might be harder with doing a video every day, I will still try to come in. I am going to stick to evenings for the month of December. Mornings are just going to be too hard going forward right now. So we'll do the evenings again for a little bit. So, okay, everybody, have a great night. Thanks for joining. Thank you, Angela, for coming. And we'll see you all soon. God bless everyone.